All right, my name is Efrat. I'm from Airobotics. I'm the head of marketing at Airobotics. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do at Airobotics. Airobotics developed a platform for industrial drones that is completely automated. A little bit about us. We were founded in less than 2 years ago. We're close to 100 people today, based in Petah Tikva. We have 2 facilities, R&D and our test facility where we fly the drones and test everything we do. And we've raised close to $30 million today. The story begins with BladeWorks. BladeWorks was actually the first commercial drone company in Israel to get a license from the Civil Aviation Authority and fly drones in Israel at the beginning for cinematography and filming different things. We worked with all the big TV channels. We then did more interesting things like working with the police and training the drone unit at the police. And our peak, I think, at BladeWorks was when we had the oil spill in Evrona in the end of 2014, and we were actually the unit that commanded the whole operation of the oil spill in order to give an aerial view on what's going on there and to dry that out. BladeWorks is where we actually got our PhD in drones. That's where we learned. We flew different types of drones, and we worked with many different bodies, and we understood the need in commercial drones that exists in the market. We worked with many different customers, and we understood that we need to take that to the next level. That started 5 years ago. The next thing we did is we moved on to open another company called ParaZero. And ParaZero is a company that provides ballistic parachutes for drones. As you may know, drones are not the most reliable device. They crash. If some of you have tried flying a drone sometimes, you know that drones are hard to fly. And they may crash. And so we built a system that has a ballistic parachute on the drone. And we work with all the, ParaZero work with all the big manufacturers for drones in the world, including Amazon and DJI, etc. I think that after ParaZero and BladeWorks, we were positioned in a very unique spot in the industry to know that there are great solutions for private use of drones, and there is a big need in industrial use of drones, but there's a big gap. And there are not enough products out there that can fulfill that gap. And so we went on a mission to create a new company called Airobotics. And Airobotics wanted to give the value for customers of having a completely autonomous system that would not rely on a drone operator or a pilot that is always the most expensive part of the equation. This is what we wanted to take out of the equation, the pilot, that you both need to rely on, and it needs to be cold, and it's not always available. And it's very expensive for industrial facilities to take a drone service. Is it funny? What's funny? My earring is funny? You're funny? Listen, I'm looking at you, you know? So, where was I? Yeah, you ruined everything. Now I'm going to have to start all over again. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. All right, we were looking for the value. We understood we need to find that product that allows businesses to have an industrial drone solution that would not cost them too much to hire, like a service, and at the same time will not need a pilot. So we went on to create Airobotics, and the hardest thing technologically that we had to do when we started working on Airobotics less than 2 years ago is cracking the technological challenge of landing the drone time after time in the same position without a pilot or an operator that is landing it. We did that, we cracked that challenge, and we went on to look at the commercial model and to work with customers. The whole time, by the way, Airobotics is in stealth mode, so no one knows what we're doing and where we're doing it. We then selected a couple of customers that we wanted to work with, and we offered them to be our pilot clients and to test together with them the different generations of our product. Intel was the first one that we went to after having a good, successful relationship with Intel from BladeWorks. And ICL, Israel Chemicals, was the second industrial facility we did that with. At both sites today, we have working platforms that are running, and they're both customers today. Intel and ICL both have allowed us to refine the product and to find the real value that they need in industrial drones. We're also doing some technological integrations with different Intel technologies inside our system. One of it is WiGig for ultra-fast wireless transmission of data, and the other one is RealSense. Let me show you a little clip so you can get an idea of what it looks like. Are you playing it? Not playing it? Stuck. Okay, let's move on. You can see it on our website then. Stay in suspense. All right, so the Airobotics system is comprised of the airbase, which is a big docking station. You can see it outside the Intel hall. It's comprised of the Optimus One drone, which is a big industrial premium grade drone. It's not a small toy drone. It's 180 centimeters from tip to tip, and the software. Where are we giving the highest value? We're looking at industrial facilities that each square meter in that industrial facility is worth a lot of money, and the equipment on that facility is something that's worth checking, inspecting, securing, and that's where we go to. So we give applications in the area of security and emergency response, inspection, and surveying and mapping, like with ICL in the Dead Sea. The target markets that we're looking at are mining, oil and gas, seaports, and different industrial facilities like the Intel Kiryat Gat fabrication facility, for example. This is how we plan our different routes for flying. So we basically sit with the customer and map out the whole facility and decide which missions and which flight routes are going to be taken when the drone has to do them. And it's all pre-programmed in advance and then launched either on a pre-schedule or on demand. This is the software, the user interface, which is cloud-based, and the customer really doesn't care about flying the drone. They don't need to do that. They just need to select a mission or let the pre-programmed schedule run and let the drone do the work and just give them the data. That's what they care about in the end of the day. Thank you very much.